Hi guys, in this video I wanted to share some of our opinions using the Power in Your Hands writing curriculum by Sharon Watson, and at the end of the video I will do a flip through. Before coming back and sharing our opinions on this curriculum, I did want to wait until not only were we able to sit down together and go through the grading toolbox for teachers, which give tips on giving them a particular grade and what might be expected of them. I thought that would be helpful for us to sit down and read it together so she knows what it is might be expected of her, and she really enjoyed us sitting down and doing that together. Also, I wanted to give her time to get through at least half of the curriculum to really get a feel if it's something that she likes and what she truly feels about it, which she just passed that point. All right. So some of the things that we like about this curriculum, well, I like the fact that this curriculum, it is on the affordable side, so that is definitely a plus, right? The teacher's manual is like a resource book. The front portion of the curriculum, first at the beginning, it has a grading toolbox for teachers, as I said, giving pointers to different things to look for to assign them a particular grade. Then it has all of the different pointers or main concepts that are taught to the students, all in one place, so I find that to be very useful. And then in the teacher's manual as well, there is this 14-minute power search program that's included. It's not meant to be done concurrently with the main curriculum, but say you have a student that is a reluctant writer and you want to encourage them to write, it has a program within this program where they can spend 14 minutes and just pick a topic and write, and they don't have to even think about what topic. It has it broken down by month, like you have November here and the 4 weeks of November, and they can pick a particular topic from here and just write for 14 minutes. Don't feel where they're not graded, no particular word count is expected. They can just free write, so to speak. So that is really nice. And I think even for a child that is not reluctant, if they were probably stressed out, because she had, I know with my daughter, she has a lot of writing just within the writing curriculum and history. So if there was a week that she was really stressed out, that is still something that we can pull from, where she can just, instead of doing one of the weekly assignment, or for that week, just spend the time writing on topics, that taking some of the prompts from here and writing in a more fun way, so to speak. All right. So anyway, I do find that to be pretty useful, right? The beginning of the student book, they do go through a lot of writing tips that they need to know as they progress with writing essays. So they go through the 5-step writing process and all of that before they actually get into writing their first assignment, right? This curriculum can be done alone, but it is useful to have someone hear what it is they wrote, so that they can sometimes hear what they themselves wrote, and sometimes it sounds differently when they read it aloud for someone else to hear. At least we experience that, and and plus it's fun to kind of sit down with them and still do a few things. So we sit down. Most times I try to do it on a Friday, but even if we don't get it done on a Friday, we make time where she would read her essays for me, or to me, sorry, and we utilize a writing program to help us with catching grammar mistakes or sentence structure mistakes. And we may not take all of the recommendations, just a few, because I don't want it to change her tone. But it is useful, in aiding us to kind of help, improve her writing. All right. So it can be done alone for the most part, with the exception of needing someone to so to speak, hear what they wrote and give them feedback. I didn't want to say critique. Critique is such a strong word. Give them feedback so that they can improve their writing. All right. It has a be your own editor section in here that my daughter absolutely loves, and she uses it not just in this program, but with her own personal writing, because she writes as a hobby, right? So it has this be your own editor section in here, and that's really cool. It also has like proofreading. It gives all the proofreading marks, and it also includes a few new marks. For example, this one that I don't think I saw before. This one, actually, no, this transpose, sorry, right? But anyway, so it goes to the proofreading marks. There's quite a variety of assignments in here. They write articles, they write persuasive essays, biographies, letters, devotionals, right? On that point, it is Christian based. There is a bit of scripture sprinkled in between. However, with the exception of maybe the devotional section and the ethics section, I still think that even with that, this curriculum can be done by someone who is not who don't necessarily share those same views. But it is Christian. It is Christian based. It follows like when they're writing the research papers, it does follow the MLA format. Doesn't include it in here, and it doesn't really apply to this, but I did pull up a comparison between the MLA and APA format so that you can just kind of see the slight differences and when one type is used as opposed to the other. Whether they're writing an essay or a letter, the format that they need to follow, or how to write it, it's laid out clearly there for them. So I do like that. That is going to be helpful, not just now in high school, but as if it is that she decides to go on to college, or even whatever, based on the career choice that she may be interested in. All right, and it tells them the different font size to use and all of that. One other thing that I notice in here is a little bit of time management with regards to their writing. And here it says, like 100 words per hour. And I find that little tip to be useful for her to see in there. So that it doesn't mean that she has to take an hour to write 100 words, but it kind of gives her something to gauge how fast or efficient she's writing. And it doesn't mean, I don't necessarily expect her to meet this immediately, but as I said, if it is, she has interest in going further, it's kind of giving her tips on managing her writing time. All right, so I do like that. Anyway, so now I will just do a flip through